Howdy rowdies, just Andy checking in with you for my Baarden Beard Company 1 week test challenge results. So for this I had his oils, and I had 3 of them. I had the tobacco bourbon leather, the spearmint pine musk, the frankincense, the sandalwood. For the butter I had the tobacco bourbon leather. And for the wash, I had the Moroccan spice and citrus. He does not sell a co-wash, and coincidentally, he does not sell any kind of swag. So this is not me being a bandwagon jumper. This is the best I could do. It was either this, or a Canadian flag shirt, and he opted for the Raptors. So, getting down to the nitty gritty of things. The oils, the carrier oils, and the ones that I had were jojoba, sweet almond, grapeseed, hemp seed, and castor. Pretty good balance in there. I couldn't really pick them apart. It held up well. As you can see if you follow me on Instagram, every day was pretty much a consistent result. And overall, all 3 of them, scent strength was about the same. They were in that 2 to 4 foot range for the first half of the day. Just my nose, but the tobacco did linger longer than the other 2. That being said, it was never a vapor trail whenever I walked around. Let's see, what else we got? The butter. Okay, so I have talked before about how I live in the Deep South. I am approximately 40-50 miles from the Okefenokee Swamp. It is very hot and very humid here, even by those standards of those people that complain about the heat and humidity where they live. They come down here and they say, no, I'm going to go back home. It's rough here. So, the butter survived completely intact. It did not even melt the top surface of the butter, so it held up extremely well. That's above average as far as I'm concerned. It does contain beeswax. I wish it didn't contain beeswax, but it is the very last ingredients before you get into the fragrance. So I gotta give him props for this. I've had other butters that arrived, not melted, but I don't think anybody's held up quite as well in that regard than this. So, all in all, oil was great, butter was great. Star of the show, though, to me, was the wash. It was a great wash. There is some separation. And no, I'm not going to put wash in my hands again. I did that last time. Settle down. The wash held up very well. It was not a deep cleansing kind of pine tar soap kind of malarkey. I can't stand those. Got no use for those. I believe in gentle daily cleaning as opposed to once a week I'm going to get down there and try to pull the bowels of hell out of my face. I don't want to do that. I'm not interested in that. So the wash was definitely above average. This was good stuff. All in all, the packaging is almost elegant. And I don't say that in any kind of a negative way at all. It all works together in a nice theme. The bottles are similar colors. This is the wash. And the one of the oils, you can see they got the same motif on the labeling, which is nice, cohesive, professional looking. He doesn't use any icons on there, but very simple, very elegant. I have to give him props for that. If you want to know the truth about it, a lot of the beard companies out there probably get treated more as amateurs because of that packaging than you would believe. People stop there at the packaging and don't really even get any further without already having a negative impression. His is on par or on top of any other that I've seen in the game so far. So the only thing missing in this lineup is the co-wash. Now, as I said in an earlier video, I tend to deviate toward the mean. So I can either throw my whole 10-point rating scale out, or I can give him a 1, which is average for a product that does not exist, just so we get some kind of uniform system. Given that none of his products that he sent me were below average, given that he has made a conscientious choice not to make a co-wash, and it's not an oversight, this is his lineup. He does have a plan to get back in the lab and come up with some new scents down the road. But for right now, this is where we are. The oil, I give it a 1, solid 1, and it's a little bit better than average. The butter, I got to give it a 2. I don't have any choice. When you can send me something, and it's been sitting in the mailbox for 2 or 3 hours in 100-degree plus temperatures, sat sideways, doesn't melt, I can't say that's below average. It did what it was supposed to do. It does have beeswax. It's the last ingredient, so a pretty low percentage. The wash, definitely above average. So, probably penalizing him by giving him a below average on the co-wash that doesn't exist, but it doesn't exist. So I come up with a score of 7. Of course, 0 to 5 is below average. Well, from 0 to 4 is below average. 5 is dead middle of the road. Anything above 5 is above average. So the question I always ask myself is this a company that if the great beard wars were over with and there was only one company left, could you get by with just this company? I've got to be honest, the answer is no. Because of the lack of co-wash, I don't think I could get by just on Baarden. That being said, for the products that he does make, he does very well. So if I were going to give him a thumbs up or a thumbs down, I'd definitely give him a thumbs up. The scent profiles are very bold but simple. They're not very complex. And when I say bold, I don't mean border blasters where you're going to run out, everybody in the room is going to know what you smell like. I just mean they have that one scent that's very dominant. They were pleasant, but I tend to prefer a more complex scent profile. So all in all, that's what I got to say about Baarden. If you've never tried them, definitely give them a look-see. If you're looking for a beard wash, again, apart from some separation, this one has the preservatives in it. It will be shelf stable. I got the Moroccan spice and citrus. And honestly, if I had to do it all over again, I probably would have gotten this in an oil and swapped out for the scent, because that Moroccan spice and citrus is really pleasant. Anyway, that is all for now. If you would be so kind, hit the like and subscribe button. Tell your friends. Tell the old guy across the street with his crazy beard. But it's always, what's in your beard?